question. The cost to live in San Francisco is expensive. Now a startup just purchased a building to house 400 people and is offering $700 a month rent. But there's a catch. Renters share space with hundreds of other people and sleep in sleeping pods. A new exclusive article in the San Francisco Chronicle shares details of this new plan for what's being called a mega dorm. Joining us live now is staff writer Laura Waxman, who wrote the article. Laura, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Karina. Thanks for having me.
The company Brownstone Shared Housing just purchased this vacant building at 1049 Market Street, where they plan to house 400 pods where people can sleep. But this isn't the first time they've tried something like this. Can you tell us what happened at their other downtown location at 12 Mint Plaza?
That's right. A few months ago, the story was a startup on the brink of collapse. They actually have a location right here across from where I'm at Mint Plaza at 5th and Mission Streets. It's their first location where they had 36 sleeping pods, these cubic pods that have twin mattresses that are stacked on top of each other and rented out, as you said, for $700 a month.
That's crazy.
So they actually faced an eviction lawsuit here just a few months ago. They were behind on a year's worth of rent, and it looked pretty grim at that point. But they managed to come back from that, as you can see.
That looked crazy.
We'll go into regulations and legality in just a moment of something like this, but let's talk about that new location. So now they plan to implement that same concept at 1049 Market Street.
Right. So the interesting thing about this is that the founder, James Stallworth, has told me repeatedly that there is such huge demand for this type of housing that they are actually on an expansion course, and they had been looking for.
There's demand for that. Nigga, you are in a cot. Look at it. Y'all look. That bed like this thick. And you just in a little box. Ain't no rolling over. Ain't no breathing. If a nigga snoring in his sleep, you can hear him. if somebody's screaming in their sleep, got sleep apnea, it don't matter. You hearing it. If somebody got they phone playing or they tablet playing for television, because that's the only way they go to sleep, you hearing it. For $700, you get to sleep in a fucking 2x4 box, and you gonna be happy, and you're not gonna complain. This is despicable. I'm not gonna lie. They talking about it's overpacked. Maybe because San Francisco is too expensive. You think homeless people ain't gonna be in there? And then next thing you know, the government's gonna subsidize those people to live in those little pods by giving them $700 a month to live in there. Now, I'm not saying that's a problem with that. At least it's for homeless people, but this goes for everybody. I think this is just despicable. How about we just do better with our finances? How about we just fix up the streets and make sure everything's going smooth? I don't understand. This is kind of sad in a way. I see this as like, that looks crazy. That's like an office building. It's like, all right, 700. Like, they just like, oh yeah, we just made 10,000 on this little box area right here. And then you got a nigga sleeping over you. Oh my God, no, bro. I'm good. I'm good. No, this is crazy. We keep going.
Location close by. They wanted to lease, and then I'm told this opportunity to buy a building came up. And as we know, in San Francisco right now, the commercial real estate market is down, it's depressed. So there are a lot of deals out there. So
crazy.
this founder, reached out to building owners and happened to find someone who was willing to sell him an entire building. And that building has a really interesting history. It was a work-live building for artists back 10 years ago. And, had that kind of vibe, right? Had tenants in it before, but has been sitting empty for many years. So now the plan is to take it, convert it into these sleeping pods, and fill it with 400 tenants.
Yeah, I know you go into more detail on the history of that building, but I checked out the website and we're looking at it right now. Brownstone's website says their company offers the fastest way to convert office space into housing with the plug-and-play sleeping
Crazy.
pods installed in just days. So can you talk about the regulation? Is this regulated in any way? What about permits and the legality of it?
That's an ambitious time.
Man, all that shit irrelevant, bro. Y'all want to live in a pod? Bro, they make that shit look so cool. You get she smiling and shit. She knows she would never live in that shit. Like, never. Imagine somebody, it's like a real estate agent selling you this crappy ass house. You're like, oh, look at the lighting. It's so great. With a little bit of a little tender love and care. TLC, you know, it's a great home for anybody. Like, bitch, would you live here? Mm. No, fuck. Like, I'm just gonna tell you and show you right now why I see this as a problem, right? You see, everybody's close by everybody, right? You got 7. You got 3, like on one of these boxes. Let me just, before there's a pillar, there's 4 on top, 4 on the bottom, bro. 4 on top, 4 on the bottom. They making thousands from just this little section right here. $700, and somebody can be living on the front of you, on the side of you, diagonally from you. Strangers, complete strangers. You don't know them. And somebody can have their music up. You can instantly have a problem with a person like that when you're living that close to people, bro. Instantly. And then you just out here, lights on here. I hope those are blacked out curtains. You know what I'm saying? You can hear people having sex. Look, and then they go to the common area. That ain't enough seating for everybody to come out here and sit down and chill. Then they talking while you over here in your little sectional. you over here in your little sectional, just angry while everybody's out here talking late night on the phone, doing whatever loud, minding their own business. This is crazy. This is actually very dangerous too. It's like I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Can I be honest with you? I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. This just looks horrible, deplorable. This looks like you asking for trouble, right? Like, I don't think that a person you just asking for trouble here, bro. Come on. What they put a little decoration on there, make it look, boy, that shit gonna be stolen. It's San Francisco we're talking about. What's they on, bro? Yeah, I feel like they have good intentions. If that's the intentions they have good intentions to try to make something, but in actuality, bro, this is a horrible idea. Horrible. Because you got to think about it. $700 and I still don't get no privacy. Then we have community bathrooms. Then we have the community common area, which is very close to the sleeping areas. No. Y'all tell me in the comment section, would y'all be okay with living above, next to, and diagonally from somebody? Imagine you on the bottom. You got a person on both sides of you, on the top of you, or if you at the top, you got a person on both sides of you, on the bottom of you, and diagonally from you, bro. Come on. For $700, I'll live on the street and save my money. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't even be $700. $500 is reasonable, but $700, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe San Francisco, since it's so expensive, maybe $700 is cheap. You know, for all this. Boy, they just rented off an office sectional. And then they like, oh yeah, well, this office costs about $5,000 a month. I put about 6 of y'all in there. I can pay that, but I got about 8 or 9 of these sectionals. I can fit it over 400,000. So do the math on that. 400,000 times 700. Now I'm curious. Let me do the math on it, then we're gonna get off. So he said he got 700 beds, right? No, 400 beds. So we have 400 beds. And then we're going to times that by $700 a month. $280,000 a month. Come on, bro. They finessing. It's boy AngeloSavage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Let's go. Peace.